Hi friends, my name is Nandita. I am from Andhra Pradesh.
Now let us discuss about secondary growth in dicot root. First of all, conjunctive tissue becomes meristematic during secondary growth in dicotyledon root and forms separate curved strips of vascular cambium below phloem bundles. Then after the cells of pericycle laying opposite to protoxylem also becomes meristematic to form additional strips of cambium. In this way, a complete ring of vascular cambium is formed. The portion of vascular cambium formed by pericycle is less. The main portion of vascular cambium is formed by conjunctive tissue. The shape of a ring of vascular cambium is waving in the beginning, but later on it becomes circular due to the pressure of secondary xylem. The portion of vascular cambium formed by conjunctive tissue becomes meristematic first and form the secondary xylem towards the center. Ultimately, the ring becomes circular by pressure of secondary xylem, means pushing towards. The activity of vascular cambium of roots is the same as the activity of vascular cambium of the stem. Secondary xylem is formed towards the inner side and the secondary phloem is formed towards the outer side by vascular cambium. The portion of vascular cambium which is formed by pericycle is responsible for the formation of pith rays. These are made up of parenchyma. These pith rays are known as primary medullary rays. A few medullary or pith rays are also formed by remaining vascular cambium. These are called secondary vascular rays. Those two types of medullary rays are found in the secondary structure of roots. The presence of two types of medullary rays is the basic characteristic feature of roots. Only secondary medullary rays are found in the stem after the secondary growth. Both of them conduct water and food in radial direction. Cork cambium is developed from the pericycle in roots. Cork is formed towards the outside and the secondary cortex is formed towards the inner side by the cork cambium. Lenticels are also found in roots but less in number as compared to stem. Cortex completely degenerated in roots after the secondary growth of 1 or 2 years. This falls down due to the pressure of cork, whereas in stem, it generates after the long duration. Secondary growth is essential in roots to provide strength to the growing aerial parts of the plant and fulfill the requirements of water and minerals. Annual rings are not formed in roots because these are not affected by the changes of environment. Secondary growth is not found in monocot roots. Now, let us discuss the functions of secondary meristem. Healing of wounds. When a part gets injured, wound is formed there. Boundary of this wound is raised outside and composed of similar type of living cells called parenchyma cells or callus. Living cells of wound are responsible to form a cambium. This is called wound cambium. It is also called inducible cambium. This newly formed cambium forms cork towards the outside. This cork covers the wound entirely. Wound cambium is secondary, lateral and meristem. Falling of a plant organ is called abscissance. The abscissance takes place due to the formation of abscission layer at the base of plant organ and it is composed of parenchyma. The middle lamella is dissolved in abscission layer during abscission and primary walls also dissolve partially or completely. Sign of leaf falls on stem is called leaf scar. This type of wound, the leaf cells of leaf scars are responsible to form cork cambium, which produces cork. Cork covers the wound at the site of abscission. Protective layer is formed which is suberized. Thank you.